Welcome. Long time no see. 2.5 hours since the last session, the US session. Let's go, new day. And the most important part to every day is the start of the day. So we are starting here now to go through Asian stocks and the commodities. Goal is, as always, 3% on the day. Trying to compound 3% per day for some time, preferably a year. That's 1,400%. That's x 1,440 per year. So that's why we have that goal. So we will insane day in Beyond Meat again. Wow. Whew. So we traded Beyond Meat since yesterday, October 21, 0.06. Crazy. So we've been trading Beyond Meat the last days. I don't think I'll see something similar in a global stock. So it's been, it's crazy. So it's part of a meme ETF as well. So if you can see here, Beyond Meat. Yeah. It's been crazy days in Beyond Meat. But let's get to it. So Japan 0.14 here, and let's see what's as usual. No interesting news. Let's see if we can cover some Bloomberg Asia for you guys or something like that. So the Asia trade starts in 21 minutes here. So of course we look at the week as well. Preparing a little bit here. So we're looking at Japan here. So we have a few different numbers here. Looks like yesterday's numbers. So we're looking a little bit here then at some news. Those are some beautiful condos. Okay, let's. Seiko is moving here. Yeah. So let's put those up again. So we're looking, as you can see here on the screen, at a few numbers and prices. So let's share this one. So let's see what's happening. Okay, and let's focus on the markets. Let's put Bloomberg on. So Google deal. Yeah. Famous. Insane. Let's take one. Insane. So look at the journey we've seen here from six. Let's say that's X9, 4.5. X9 would be coming back to here. So have a look at that map. That's why it's so insane. That's what we've seen from here to here. We've seen the same journey as we would see from here to here. That's why it's insane. So China news. So I have some news on here in the background. I'm not sharing the sound. Maybe I should. Maybe it's more fun. I don't think it's the right thing to focus on. So we need to see commodities. So I let's go. Let's see what's going on. We've seen some price changes here in gold the last week, and huge drop yesterday in gold. So gold is going out of fashion apparently. So where's my peach energy drink? Yeah, it's not much happening. So I think it's gonna be a slow hour to the Japanese open. To be honest, I would do something else if it wasn't for I'm gonna get goes 3%. So yeah. Let's just put this on here. Totally interesting. So it's full size. We're looking for a little bit more action. We're not getting it. So I see some action here in Australia. So let's see. This movie would be nice with some Australian business TV as well. Do we dare to take it? Let's take it. Okay. See if it continues. 57 minus 57, so it was at minus 58. We took it. So leverage is 20 in this product. We have a great profit, a great start to the day here. So I would move my profit forward. 0.03% starting with a win. We can always get back in later. 56. I'm not taking 55 exactly, so 56. Great start to the day. From 56 means down. Yeah, so not yeah, so 55, so 3. So we have to be there. Because it's minus, so minus is lower. Minus 56 is lower than minus 55. We move the stop forward, so we'll stop that. Okay, so we'll see. We're at the Fibonacci level, so let's try a short here. Even though it dropped now, 61, to see if it's going to come down here. The reasons for that. Yeah, it's a bad trade, so let's try to get out. Let's get out there. It's 59 or 60 maybe. Do we get 60? Do we get some volatility to our side here? The reaction, wherever we've been steep there. So let's get out there at 60. So minus 0.01%, plus 0.02% to the day. A little bit of price movement. That's great. Yeah, let's join it. Is that too late, or is it from when I thought about doing it, or when it happened? So let's join it means let's join it up. But let's say 56 then. It's in between 57 and 55. We're not seeing that here. Yeah, so that's risky. Reaching this level and a resistance. Not a good trade. I didn't think about that, to be honest. So now we have to really think about the downside here. So it's been volatile and going up, but we hit. That's not good at all. I was too sure my lines were better than they were. So we have to get out. 56 taking a huge loss, which I don't like. If it moves to 62, now it reverses. A great example of unnecessary risk taking. We can get out at 59. Now I want to see the pushback because we've been range trading and we could take out that line and we could turn the loser into a winner. So it seems like we were going up until we weren't going up anymore. So For portfolio reasons, I could give today's gains back and get out and just be patient. I'll do that. I'll get out at 58 because the price stopped here. Uh, so 56 to 58, I've given back today's gains. I'm pretty satisfied, as you can see why as well, but that I didn't take a loss here to 62 from 56. It looks like it's been strange, but I don't have to trade it. So symptoms of a bad day, you wanna act. It's a bad day. You need to act. So let's go back and trade. They open here in Australia. So we'll wait for a better setup. At the moment, it looks like it's gonna go down, but that's just for now. 61. Let's take it at 62. No, it's, yeah, I have a really tight stop here. So one more push. So it's done a sort of a shift. But we have that candle that I don't like here. And false breakouts this range as well. So this is the tactical trading. I was a bit slow. I didn't look back. And what I would be betting on the direction here of the day. That will in line with the direction of the day. So we have done a double top here at the previous resistance level from October 3rd. And price is now breaking into that area from a while back. Looks like it's going down, and that we haven't seen the bottom of Australia. We could take some risk. We don't like to start the day taking risk. We don't have profits on the day. Should I deviate from the system? I like to be out at 0.03% if I'm in it, so I'll collect those 0.03%. But it looked like we were going down. Yeah. This resistance here. So I'll stick with it. And did something. Let's stop. Continue. Does that look better? So 63 there. 65, so pretty satisfied. Can get the zoom right here now. So, have a closer look here. Where we have been. So if this is going up, this is yeah. So that's 65. So I didn't say anything about moving a stop loss forward and so on. I didn't think too much about it either. In relationship to the risk, maybe we should stay in it. That was what I was thinking about. Instead of thinking about how the market's good. And what has worked so far. So there's some risk in this pattern. This formation is a formation that yeah, and that would speak for taking the profit at 65 or at least moving the stop loss forward. What can you say? You hope for a push further down, of course. That's what you're hoping for when it has broken into previous resistance area. And it's the second time it breaks through that resistance. I want to stick with it, and then you don't want to get stopped out after 0.03%, maybe a bit more today's work to get down. You have the chance to do it. This might seem ridiculous later on when Japan is opening and China is opening and prices will be moving a lot more. So let's see if I'll push down and at least to a double bottom here, or close to a sort of double bottom. So we're at 64. Hoping for that push down. So we can re-enter if it's the cost. If the costs allow us to trade 0.01%, then we can re-enter. Then we can move the stock forward to 65 and say if it hits 66, we would re-enter and take 0.03%. Wait for it to break. If the costs don't allow that, then most of the time for smaller accounts, it won't. If you're a bit using options on futures, index options, then that wouldn't be great. So you can have a higher leverage here than 20 in the future in the index as well. We'll see one more push. We have no momentum, is moving really slow. So on the other hand, we just want to get out and don't want it to come back up. And I would be saying that it's not that much more to gain, but can of course push down more. But doesn't have the energy to do so. So maybe take it here at 66. Yeah, we should have taken it maybe when it looks like this. So putting the stop loss at 65, calling it a day. Down here. I'll take it later. I protect my profit, 0.03% profit. So we'll see if it's going to push down. So it's pushing down. So I'll move it to 67, 0.05% profit. I'm not accepting 66. I'm not accepting minus 66. Pushing it down, continuing because we can see a turnaround here. So plus 0.68%, and then we're out at 67. And so we would be out at 60 because we're moving the stop loss really tight here. So you can see this is 0.2%. That would be that 0.1%. Our so depending on the quality of the system, so on, so on, so we are our stop is there. Then of course it can break down to infinity, I would say. You know, never know. Or you can go for a swing trade here. I don't want it. Done. We had it started well. So 0.06% times 10 is 0.60% on the day. And that means 1.2% on the day in Australian futures. 1.2% on the day. That's great. In a slow market like this, doing 1% per day in trading is not that bad. So we had a good, I said first 50 minutes. It's been terrible. 50 minutes for sort of in terms of price action, but that's why we had. Right. Okay, let's watch it. Still none. It's the most exciting thing to watch. Some say I'm not, or this channel is not, but yeah, that's what it is. You can always put some techno music on if you like that. At home, of course, you don't have to listen to me. If you want to play with techno in your ears as well, you might guess beyond. It's beyond me. So I look at crypto products, and trade some crypto. So I don't want to get too spammed. We'll put in that lane, but of course this is moving. So the futures and so on and so on, and leverage and crypto products, as we know, works a bit different. Yeah, maybe we should show how to trade crypto as well. So these spammers, try to stay sophisticated, or should we try to be could Australia help us with that? So we've been too scared. So here's some entry in a very slow moving market. So this could be a false breakout. It's really you you see where it's going, but you don't want to trade because it's moving so slow. So the pace is so slow. So it could be for a false breakout at a 10-second chart. So any spike in here back here. As I said, I thought we would be breaking in to the range. Um, and we did. Yeah, probably I'm too conservative due to a good start, 1.2%, and I want to give that away when I don't see that we have good chances on recovering that. We're, if we're wrong, do we have risk? What happened here? And how close to that one? So we have breaking in, so we're back up there to 69. And, so and that's exactly what I was speaking about. You can have a really fast shot up, and that's also what better from 72. So I'm gonna give away today's provider. I'm gonna go and get some food to drink. So we continue up. If that was a false breakout, maybe we're going up all the way to here. Who knows? Where should we take it? Type of pattern. You can also have a pattern ending here and then continuing down. Maybe here at 65 would be a good entry, maybe. That's really tight. So let's see if you can hear me. I watched. So let's see if I can. Maybe I can't look at myself while I'm. Who knows? Who knows? So let's see if. So can you hear me? I can't hear myself on the computer, but at least I'm speaking. Yeah, now we can hear. Yes, I'm hearing myself there. What's going on in Australia? 0.71% down. I want to watch some Bloomberg, watch some TV. Or do you want to watch paint dry? Should we take it maybe here? 0.72. Are we on our way down? Let's take it at 73 here then. 0.73. mostly slow and bad. But the trend is your friend sometimes. Or did I walk into a double bottom? I have 0.05% in the right direction. So I don't want to give too much back. So where are we going? Why would this be the highest, lowest point? So we're in it. We're in it to win it, as they say. We're in it not to lose it. Okay, so we're quite low in that range. We have zero momentum. Yeah. Let's see if we find another push. So here we could use a billion indicators, probably, and see that nothing's happened. If things was happening, the price would be changing. So we're lower. So we're making money. So I'm not gonna lose money. So we don't want to lose money on this one. At the same time, it's so slow. We don't want to lose money, but we cannot make magic. So we would like 0.01% more than 0.01% in our direction. So I thought Australians were traders and that they were buying and selling. So what we did here was pretty basic. So price moved down, price formation, it's in a trend down. It's down on the day and it went lower than this, and this is lower than that. This is lower than this level, so it's shown a few patterns. And then we jumped in and thought that price would go lower, and price is moving really slow down. So here I could actually consider protecting it. Will it move down more? Yes, probably. Yes, 76. So I'm moving my stop forward here. It's moving really slow down, so it could bounce back a bit as it's down before. So I'm in it for this push, not accepting price to come back. 77, moving stop forward, I'm taking 77. So we don't accept any pushback into 76. We're out, as we can see here. That's where I put the line. That's where the price is. So we collected another 0.04%. So it's great. Really happy, to be honest, over that. So we're now at 0.09% on the day times 20 in futures. That's close to 2%. That's 1.8% on the day. And there it moved to 180 quite fast. Yeah, so there I definitely could have taken it from 79. Take it from 79. See if we have one more push down to 80, 81 there, at least. And if it's ranging a bit. So I'll move the stop forward here. I'm not sure what's happening. We see a change in pattern because something actually happened. I could actually be comfortable with 81. So I'm taking 0.01% here if I can, because as I said, this one could definitely push up. That this just continues now to drop down to here without a push can be more or less like, but this pattern and that curve of that pattern tells me that it actually could. But eventually, that's a stupid thing to say, but a huge drop would probably not happen because the momentum is too slow for that. So let's see here where we think that this could go to eventually. So I'm moving the stop forward here to 81. I want to collect 0.02. Maybe that's stupidish. Some could say. Let's see why it's stupid. Are we gonna go lower? Probably. Is there always something that you might not see and might be the reason some out of the trade? Super tight stop, not accepting 0.01% price change. So maybe have to accept 0.05% price change and not say that too often. So yeah, let's calculate that as 0.01% price change then. If people would say that I cannot always get out at that exact time. So that would take us to 0.10%. So we're 0. In the right direction. I could jump in there. I was too slow to say. I could jump in there at 82. I was too slow to say it at 81. We have one more in our direction. Because this one is continuing and this is stretching out as we talked about that shape of that curve on the 10-second chart as well. And we see that this one could touch lower and touch at least the bottom here. So we want to see 85 now, yeah. And then we are at that peak, and that's enough. So 82 to 85, 0.82 to 85 is another 0.03%. We got stopped out there. And that's I don't know if I should move that to illustrate more where we get out in that trade. Maybe it's better. More like, so we saw this from October 20th, 1205, which is also related to that top. No, we saw something that didn't exist, so probably it will push lower, and probably it's a bad exit. We could always join in later, right? So we have another 0.05%. 0.03% to add to 110, so 0.13%. Times 20. That's 2.6%. You see where I'm going with this? So we're up 2.6%. We had one good price change here now from 55.60 to 85. Yeah. let's take it at 86. Let's test that last bit of the journey. Not accepting 85, then we're gonna give 0.1% back. Then we're gonna be at 0.12%. So I want to see a push to 90 here, from 86. 88, 89, moving it forward there to 89. I could take that, I can be stopped out at 89. Another 0.03%, so I would be stopped out there. Even though I think this will push down more, but look at that and look how close we are to that bottom. You don't need to be perfect trading, and I'm not. Says today probably will show, but now it's been going down a lot, and there came. So we were in it for a reason, and there came what we didn't want, maybe. And if the belief was that strong, so another 0.03%. So yes, I want 90, but I don't have to wait for 90. I have 0.03%. I could be wrong. I don't want to lose 0.1% to gain that 0.01% extra. And there we see a huge push up to 0.83 from the bottom. Could be a long trade, actually. I'm normally too much of a coward to jump in it. Yeah, should have. So it was a resistance. It's been moving slow. Reversal, huge and fast. So not so bad trading, right? So I've achieved my goal here before the Japanese opening, and I am plus 3% on the day and plus 3% in this session. So it's a nice reversal here, but I think I'll take 10 minutes of rest here to the Japanese opening. Then we'll trade Japan, and we'll have a look at the time here in Hong Kong, and let's see if we are going to wait up for Hong Kong. Let's comment on LinkedIn. 3% achieved. So 10 views, 8 people. One person, one comment. Okay, so let's get back on. So we're 2 minutes away from the opening in Japan. Let's clean this up a bit. Oops. Gold is crushing. Whoa. So gold is continuing to fall. Wow. Gold price down almost 1% here. So we'll be looking at gold and Japan. So Japan, look at the Japanese day. Previous day's close would be interesting to know. So make a line here. As well. So we're down, so let's continue down here and join the trend in Japan from 0.15 on the day here. So Japan can be quite volatile, but we're sticking with this one. A little bit at least. Give it 5 minutes. So it's a great profit here, as we see. Now we can take that profit, 0.23 there. No reason not to take it because it's so huge for us. It's very big. We can continue down. We can jump in again. It continues down. So you're ready to jump in again? So let's go short here from 18. See, we're gonna have one more push down. So if we see 20, we move the stop forward to 20 and past 18. So we are so we didn't have to give all that back. But as we see, Japan can be volatile. So we are short still. And we put the stop, as I said, if we're passing 20, we put the stop at 20, 0.20. Because we want to take that push, so, and that's okay. I'll take 26 there. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that. In that sense, maybe it came out wrong, but there's no reason from 18 not to take 26 or call it 24 then, if you want to accept 26. So yeah, that's another wins from 0.18 to 0.26 or 20, let's say 25, I don't know. As I said, of course, we're moving the stop forward to the end of the stick after 0.08% in our direction there, when we saw how volatile it was. And we have used sort of the profits, I think, in a good way from earlier today and the first trade to 23 as well. It took some risk in the rebound this time in Japan, but yeah, it is what it is. And we believe that we could break down to here and this range here and break in towards the direction. I still think we can break into this range, but then we should break into the range here as well, and then we can take it again, being in the range. So that means from 15 to 23, it's 0.08%, and then it's another 18 to 24, let's say 24. Then if people will be like that, otherwise say that I'm saying the wrong things. Yeah, so we see 35 there, so let's wait a little bit here. So we're reaching the middle here of that range. So I will be short from 25. Yeah, moving the stop forward. I'm not taking a single 0% here in loss. We went to 24 there, so I will be stopped out at 25. I can do the same thing here at 26. Move it forward. Stay with it. And there I'm satisfied at 33%, 0.33%. I thought we would be moving into this range and the bottom of that range probably. So from 26 to 33, it's another 0.07. So where were we at? We had 0.1615 to the 23, 8. Then it was 18 to 24, 6. 8 plus 6 is 14 plus another 7. That's 0.21% we're taking out of the market. Should have stayed with it longer, as we can see here. Oh, it's moving. Yeah, let's jump in based on the math that it's moving down. 49, tight stop. 53, moving the stop forward. 57. moving the stop forward 57, 58, I'm out. So when you move the stop forward there, I'm out. So from 49 to 58 is another it's another 9. So from 2.1 we're now at 0.30% of the price movement here in Japan, of 0.60%. It's dropping a lot. Do we dare to do the same thing again? Do a math-based trade? That's why would it stop exactly there? Then the price should not stop before you do that trade. So why would it stop there? So it's breaking into another range here, but it's had a huge momentum push down. So it's a bit different. So so 0.3%, 0.30% gains is zero. It's another plus with a leverage of 10. Japan has a leverage of 20 in futures, so it's another plus 6% we just made here. And then I'm satisfied and can call it a day. We've taken 30% out of the market, and now the market has gone down 0.45%. You know, it's not down 0.60 anymore. So we're plus 9%. So I looked away and I missed 0.30% down. Okay, so let's see here where we're at. Let's join the journey down here from 0.65%, because it was a retracement and maybe we're not finished. We're taking very little risk. We're moving the stop forward, stopped out. So we move the stop forward there when it reaches 0.67, and then we got stopped out without the losses. That's where we entered. Doing the same thing, taking very little risk. I think it's going to go down. Entering here at 58. Yeah, it's hard to say that if we have to give back 0.03% because it happened quite fast. So we're taking a little bit more risk then now. We have a good entry position at 56, 55, 59. whatever. So we're in it, we're down. We can absorb a little bit more risk because this one can continue down. It's been very volatile. And we have a better entry. So now we're hoping we haven't seen the bottom in this price movement on the way down. So say 58. So I'm moving the stop forward here at 70. Price stopped out. So another 0.12% in our favor. So minus 0.1 or no loss, minus 0.2. Let's say there it moved fast as we saw. So plus 28 and from 28 plus 48 on the day. So we're close to gaining 8%. So let's stick with this one and enter short. I think it's going to continue from 71 here. Give it a little bit of room. It's in our direction. Move it forward. Stop 74 because the previous low point was 75. We stopped out. It's probably going to break now below 75. But we don't want to bet on that. So another 0.03%. So at 0.41% on the day. And now we're going to be short again here from 71. Give it some room. I think we're going to go down a little bit more here. At least test that level again, a little bit lower. Move the stop forward, 73. Stopped out at 70 or 73. Another 0.03%. And that's 0.44% on the day. So in Japanese session, so there we break it. So in short from 75. I don't know really what to say there. So we, as you know, we moved the stop. So I would get stopped out there. Let's say in within 0.01%. So I didn't explain properly, but you've seen what we do. So let's say 0.02% loss there. I didn't say everything fast enough. But the same thing, 75 short. Exit 74, and we lost. I'm short here again. Moving the stop a bit, so from 75, so we lost 0.1%. So I'm sticking with this one a little bit now to the bottom of the range here. So I want a little bit more. Yeah, satisfied with 80. Moving forward to 85 there. Perfect. So from 0.76 to 85, it's another 0.9% in our favor. And let's say we had a 0.02 loss where we were at 44. Maybe we're back at 42 then, and then another. Were we at 48? No, we're at 44. 42, 0.42%. So we need a break. I would say we've seen Japan come down to here. Maybe we should stick with it a little bit more because it's not really down to where we see the target here. There we then. Let's be short from 81%. Let's give it some room and some time. Target 0.85% and below. I would say, as I always say, maybe that's the wrong thing to say now, but I would move the stop forward to 85, 84 normally. If I get 84, I'm aiming for 85 and beyond. So that's when I stopped out. 84 came again there. So at the second 84 for sure. So another 0.03%. I can always get in at 84 again. I'm still think this can move down more. So I'm short here from 82. I think we can break below 85. So I'm sticking with it a little bit. Okay, I'm out. I don't want to take risk. I don't want to risk today's gains. So when I say I'm out, I'm putting the stop, of course, at 80, but I'm moving it forward if the price continues in my direction. So that's why I get 0.81 there, losing 1. So where were we? So we were 43 plus 9, 76 to 85. Yeah, it's 9, so 53. And then we had one more win to 84. So 53, 52, 0.52, and then one win to 84. Okay, let's see if momentum down is with us or if it's ranging down. Let's go short from 81. I would say it's a range trade this time. Are we getting one more? Yeah, I would say should have definitely put the stop tight there. There's no reason to risk this much for that gain. So then one could say, oh, you have to be in it for long term. So let's try to see if we can cut our losses here. Yeah. So let's. I don't really know how to count this. So we're not doing that. Yes, I don't know exactly how to count that. So if I'm doing a range trade and I'm trying to gain 0.03%, I wouldn't risk 0.20% to gain 0.3, even if the potential is that it can break down below. So I don't know what to say. Maybe I should have said exit clearer, because when the price moves that fast to 80, and if it's a range trade, you're trading the range, and if it breaks out outside the range, of course you could stay in it to 77. So maybe we should call it that we gave it to 77, then take away 0.05% of today's gains. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to say everything, maybe, and that's included in the process sometimes. And then it would be debatable if we were in that from 82 to 66, of course. Yeah, from 76, at least 72. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why you always place the stop when you're making the trade, and you don't trade without a stop, which would be the equivalent of what I was speaking now. And things move fast, so you want to have a software where you can put the stop in at, at the same time as you are putting the order in. Here we can take it 76, 79. Okay, take it 78. Move it to 82. If it's 81 now, we're out. We're back in at 82. I want to try it again. Give it to 80. I'm out here at 86. So from 82 to 86, it's 4. So if we lost 0.05 on the 82 1 to 77, we gotten that back now, approximately. So we're at somewhere around plus 53, 0. Plus 0.53 again. And that would make us up. We've taken that out of the market, so we're up 10% in this trading session. 10.6%. So let's try a short here from 71. Really, really tight. Say 70 out. Yeah. Yeah, short 73. I think this can come down a little bit, have a reaction down. Yeah, I'm out again. 72. So giving back 0.2, so 51. Let's try it on the upside. Let's go long here. 65. Out 66. Another 0.01% loss. We'll push up more. I think I'm long here. Anyway, give it to 72 on this one. Give it some room from 67 for this to continue. I'll take 60. I pushed my stop. I'll take 64. I'm stopped out. So it means it means I moved the stop forward to 64. So if it comes back, I'm not losing. So that's another 0.03, so 0.54. I still think we can have one push up here, so let's join it. 63. That's a bad entry. I'm speaking too much. Give it some room. I'm gonna wait this one out a little bit. I have a little bit of conviction in this one. So my conviction is gone. I would say after that line, maybe I don't say everything. So it's out. I'm gonna try to show you here. So when the price passes this line, I'm not with it on the way down. So I thought this one could top out here or potentially break even higher. But this is a resistance area because it's close to these candles. And if I then can limit my risk, I do so. And I'm not going to be waiting for it to come down maybe to here and push higher again. If it pushes, and I think it's going to push, otherwise I take my small win, move the stop forward. So of course speaking a bit slowly here, so my real entry was here actually at 65, joined it from 63 maybe here. Still have to move the stop very tight there due to technical reasons, maybe not the best from a portfolio perspective, but it's about winning. So let's see if we can push up. So I'm long here again at 67. So then we do the same thing. We look at the risk. Put the risk here now. We move the stop forward, stopped out. 65. Then I would enter the trade again, 64. Give it some room because I think this one will touch the same line. I would give it some room. So here I could be a bit patient. So I could take a larger loss this time. Now I'm not taking the same risk to win this much more. Does that make sense? So maybe it's a bit contradictory here. It looks a bit contradictory, but it went down a bit. It came back up from around here. It goes up to here. It goes up to here. Then to win this much more, I'm not gonna take this risk. You see that? So when that happens, I think it's gonna push up. But when we are here, I'm moving the stop to at least here. Because there's not that much more to gain. What is to gain is, of course, let's say we're here and I have said nothing and it pushes up to here and I'm saying I gained it all. Yeah, that becomes dishonest, I would say. So some saying some sort of stop level should be. So I'm short here. I would be out 71, so I use that line. I'm short again when it passes the same line. So let's put a line there. Now I want to stick with this one because I think this can go down more. Here I see some resistance. So I think this one can go down here. I'm out, so I'm losing. I'm in again here. Out straight away. So losing 0.1 again, and that's a bad risk to take for that to happen then. So gave it some room. Didn't move the stop forward enough. So I'll move this like this now so you can pretend that this is the stop when I speak. So it's easier to see. Yeah, so this one can shoot up here, but I think this is going to come down here eventually. So not going to be too hot, but I'll enter here. I'll put the stop here this time. And I move it forward when we're passing below here, this line. Now I move the stop to my entry. As I said, where it is. Might get stopped out. Close to my entry, I don't want to take risk. I think we can continue down. And I think we will do so in the form of a push down when it happens. But Japan can be very volatile and very hard, and it looks like a sure thing that it will push down. And there, I'm satisfied. Even though this one definitely can go down more. I have 78 or I have 80 here. I can take it again there, for example. I'm out. So we touch this line, which was the goal. Can go further down, for sure. Okay, so I lost count a bit there. We were at 54, maybe 0.54, and that was to 80 from 74 to 0.6, and I had two losses of 0.01, at least maybe 0.02 in one then, so plus 51 plus 6, and that's plus 57. So we're closing in on 12%. So we're at 11.70 or something like that. Maybe we should call it a day when it's Hong Kong opening here. So let's see what we're going to do. What do you want to do, Japan? So let's try a short from 90. See if it breaks. Let's give it some room. Give it some room. Put the stop at, get out, 85. Lost 5. In again. 90. Let's stick with it. Let's give it even more room, maybe. Okay, it's 83 here. So now, of course, we've been low before, but this could be a bad trade from 90, where it looks like it's pushing down more. And I'll give 7 back if it's not. Moving the stop forward, not giving 7 back when I have momentum. Not giving anything back. I'll do the same trade again. Out. I'll wait a little bit then. Maybe we'll see 88. Okay, so I'm in it. Moving the stop forward tight. I wanted to continue down, so that's where I entered, so I'm not out, I'm not in. I'm out. I'm short again here from 91, and I'm gonna wait a little bit so I don't get stopped out. So I put a larger stop for the price to pass 93. I want to see the price lower than 93. This is a sure way to lose money. Eventually you end up being wrong. And we are really close to a level which has been a previous exit level for me, but there we go. It looks like it wants to go down, so let's give it a chance to go down. Give it a few minutes. So keeping track of that number. Okay, let's take it. It stopped. We have a big move forward to 97. It's gonna come back to 96. We're gonna be stopped out. So taking that profit there at 97 from 91, I think it was. So another 6 in the bag. And yeah, that's what it is. So we're at 57 before, another 6. That's 6 60% something-ish, right? Oh, it's dropping 1.5. That's too bad. Bad trading, Sebastian. Okay, so let's jump in with a tight stop here. If we get a rebound soon here. Yes, I'm in it from 98. I'll wait this one out a little bit. There's another tight stop, actually. So I'm willing to risk this one going back to 88 for this to continue. That was the wrong thing to say and do. So what I should have done there is to move the stop forward to 1. You could say, but then I would get stopped out if you're in this for a larger movement on the way down. We haven't seen the bottom. Price is going down fast. So I think we're gonna break this one. The trend is quite fast. I think we're gonna see 110 minus 110. And there from 98, I'm satisfied. So I think we have a small acceleration of the price down still to come, which I'm waiting for. So sometimes I say it's not worth to leave it in, but I think this can accelerate more. So for portfolio reasons, I would exit. When the price is falling like this, I wouldn't exit. So we put the stop here at 1.08. 98 to 90 gets stopped out at 8 if it doesn't continue. Yeah, I'm stopped out there. So that happens. So wrong decision not to keep my target. Took some risk. So I'm out. So yeah, back in at 12. This one is, I would take 16 here. So I'm taking 16 because it's a big journey. Of course, it looks like it's continuing down, but I could always jump in again. So from 12 to 16. So I have no idea where the price is going to stop, but I've seen index move a little bit before, so I took 16 there. I didn't sort of have any reason to maybe move the stop so tight. It can look like, but for portfolio reasons, I have that. So 10 plus 6 plus 4, it's 14. Yeah, and that's some good trading. Now I was about to leave and call it a day. I think I'll do so. Otherwise, we have no way to impress people tomorrow. And we're up. So that's another 0.10, 0.14, and we were up around 0.6 already. 61, we're about 12%, right, on the day. So I'm not saying the wrong thing or posting the wrong thing. So 12 plus 61 takes us above 770. 61 plus 14 is maybe I should have a look at the price of this one and do some math later. So maybe it's some good trading still, of course, left in it. So perfect. Take profit. Yeah, I'm not swing trading it. Okay, so I would say let's jump in on a short there at 102 because the price has moved up a lot. So tight stop, take it at 97. I'm satisfied. Done. 0.05% more. And now I can continue what I was thinking about. So what was it? So 19 now plus. So we were at 61 plus 19, so that's 80. So I don't want to say that we're at 0.80%. We're taking 0.80% out of the markets. And we're up 16% on the day. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, let's call it a day. Still great trading left. We leave it on the table. We skip the Hong Kong session. And that's it. Thank you. 16% on the day. See you in the morning. I have a meeting around in 6 hours. Something like that. Bye-bye. 16%. Not so bad. And then we had another 3% before, right? 19%. Maybe we should go for 20% then. Yeah, you cannot stop at 19. Okay, so let's try to... So it's 1%. So we need to be correct for 0.05% more. Okay, let's do some work. So we're gonna be up 20% on the day. 20% sounds better than 19, right? So we're totally different landscape. Let's try a long from 6 then. Not a good one. It's not a good long. Very tight. Give me 4. So I'm not taking any loss on that one. So I didn't get 4 either. So I'm in it again. From 5 there. I'm not taking 8 as I said the other time as well. So super tight stop. Super tight stop at 6. Wait for it to break. Maybe I would be in at 5. Okay, so I give this one then to there. So a big loss in it again at 5. I thought this one would break up. Exposing myself, bad trading. So I want to get out and get in at a better place. So if I could take another position there at 8, I would. So I'm out at 5 to actually time the range this time. So I'm long one more time from 8. Taking 6. So taking 0.02 there. Cut back, so minus 0.01. So from 9 plus 19%. Looking for 0.05. Hey, let's be patient and let's work. So I didn't end the stream, right? So am I not sharing the screen? So let's share it. Yeah, so we're at 20%, so and there we got the bump up to 1%. And then we very fast on the way down there. It's a previous range. So I want to be short. I don't know if it's going to be a false breakout out of the range, but Japan is volatile, so it's hard to say. So I am what? So I'm long from 08. I think it's one more push. So moving the stop forward there at 6. So I'll take 6 because I'm aiming for 0.05% more. I've gained back what we lost, right? And I'm plus 0.1%. And this can definitely break down below this range. So that's why I wanted to get out. Okay, let's try to take some risk then if it's breaking. So this one could definitely jump back to 1.09. Yeah. So, and then you have no idea what's happening. So it's quite fun technical trading, but it's really unnecessary. Yeah, let's go and get that Coca-Cola, right? So it's a big jump. So let's go and get that Coca-Cola and wait for 0.04%. Yeah, it was the most stupid Coca-Cola we've ever taken, so we're minus 125%. Continue down a lot. I'm down short from 25. And there we go. We have it. We have the day. 30. Moving the stop forward. Done for the day. Yeah, that was the most stupid Coca-Cola, not maybe ever. But yeah. So we joined the journey for enough to be up 20% on the day. So we have collected 1% in total of price movements in Australia and Japan. And Japan would be at, so Australia was at 0.15%. We're up 3% at least there. Yeah. So if Japan wasn't that volatile, I would be short for sure here. So let's try to be short then. From 26, 25. Yeah, let's stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. From 26. Moving forward to 30. I'll be out here. Yeah. So, and then I'll be in again. I think we're gonna break below here. Maybe I should just stick with it, but who knows? So, yeah, but why do that? So that's another 0.4 times. That's almost 21%. 20.8%. So should we say 21? So let's be short here from 26. We can say 21. Good reason to be short, right? We're in a downward trend, I would say. We're gonna have one more push down in this range, I think so. Yeah, and moving the stop forward there. I would take 27. Yeah, so 28. I'm out. So the reason I would take 27 is because I wanted 0.1% more. So that I would be at 21% and call it a day, and that's what we'll do now. I gotta go to sleep. I don't have to go to sleep when I'm not so sure that the European session will be better. Yeah. Should we do? Does anyone care if we do 30% today or 20% today? That's the question. That's the question. So it's 30 minutes to the opening in China. So we said that we would be following. could get back up in 3 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, so let's skip that. Let's call it a day. This will probably spike up or continue down for sure. It's been a big price movement. So are we finished? Let's have a look here at this resistance level. Who knows? Maybe that daily break is where what we're aiming for. Who knows? It's Japan. You never know. It's Japan. Yeah, I have no idea where this price is going. Statistically, is this the bottom? No. Could it go up a lot? Yes. So that's why we're careful. So we don't know how big this reversal is, even though we think probably comes down again. But I cannot say what I'm risking here. So let's have a look here. So this is an attractive short. Let's see how big this spike will be on that. So let's be short from 17 here, 20. Move the stop forward. Let's say we got in at 20 then. Move the stop forward. But we didn't because the line is here. So we're stopped out at least at 20. But yeah, we don't have to get back in, even though it's quite a good short. Yeah, let's be a bit defensive there. Yeah, that was a good short from 17, as we could see. Maybe we should end with that. So here we see the exact line of why I wanted to take it from 17, right? It's been ranging a lot, and you're at the top of the range, touching the top of the range for the first time. Could definitely mean that you could come down again here. And the trend is down, so you get the chance of a good entry, probably. But it might spike up there. But then you can exit there. And it was a perfect entry to be short and stay with it. Short for free. Betting on that it's not a false breakout or everything's a false breakout in Japan, you could say as well. Can be very tricky. I'm sticking with this one a bit. Yeah, so take the profit at 37. Oh, okay, maybe I'm too slow to say that, but I don't see a reason to stay in it from 37, even if we're making more, if it reverses to 36, because as I said, false breakout risk, which we see here now, came straight back up. It's not a perfect trade, but it's a good trade. I got in a bit late at 33%. I wanted to wait for this to show that it's breaking below this range. So yeah. So that's for sure the reason I moved that one tight, because the change is big enough. It's moved down 20%. If it's 20 going down here to 40, 45, I wouldn't say it's false breakout risk in the same way. I wouldn't call that a false breakout. I would call that a reversal more of the price. But I would call a breakout of the range, which is a false breakout here. And then I don't take risk because this is a false breakout in technical analysis, right? So that's another 0.4. I lost count on where we are. We're at 21%. Then I think we collected two more 0.4, right? From 20 to 23 at least. The real one was 17, but maybe I didn't say it clearly enough, so 19 at least. But if the drop to 20 here was too fast, let's call it 20 then, but it wasn't 20. The entry was at 17, I would say, but I said it at 20, so that would mean 3, 4, 0.9, another 2%, almost. So we were at 21%, so we're 23%. Yeah, so and now Japan can really range trade. That's quite interesting. Actually, let's drink Coca-Cola. Okay, so that's it. I think I'll leave it at 23%. We're gonna make sure we're above 23%. Do we want to trade this range, or do we want to wait for China? Of course, we want to wait for China. Do you guys want to wait for China? Or is it only me who wants to wait for China? I want to wait for the open in Hong Kong. So, Hong Kong. Japan is terrific to trade. I cannot say anything else. But the Japanese morning is over, and then Japan can definitely range trade you into the morning hours. It's 3 o'clock. It can be doing this now for 2 hours. Now we see it's a very calm sea all of a sudden in Japan. Volume goes away. Traders go away. I don't know what they do after the first hour. Let's be short from 21. Try to collect to 23. Take the range. Now we're in a small range, but we're still in a range. We can give it a chance to us to break above 17. Have a huge loss in relationship to profit that we're seeking, because I think we're gonna be down one more time. Okay, I'm out at 19. I don't want to risk too much with that conviction. So I'll wait and go to the podium. So my timing is the worst ever. So we're up 0.2% again when I leave. So never jump in when you come back like this and think that the price is moving, right? But we'll have a look at the 10-second chart here. So we're at the previous high. Let's see if we're going to break above. Japan likes to fool us, right? Okay, so let's take a short and see if we're not going to break above out. 98, take 0.02 loss and be long and give room for a false breakout. 95, please. Yeah, take back what we lost out. And can we be short maybe from here soon? Or is it a big reversal? Even bigger? I think this is a false breakout, but who knows? Short 97. So we're placing a short here, which we can put some conviction on, right? This can be a pretty good trade, so that's why I want to do it. So we're short from here. So we see that this one has potential on the downside, right? Now I have to wait till forever for price to come down here. So let's show how to use a trend line and see when I could it's a bad use of a trend line. Okay, so 315. So did we make a double top? Or are we going up more? Then we really had a change. I'm gonna take out this line maybe here. Maybe go up to here. Who knows? Or maybe that is the reversal, but so 95. Let's jump out and manage risk. Let's go for a another long. Then at 97. So why do we take a long? Because it price moved above, and we think it can do some cut fool there. Take that loss. I'll do a long here, yeah, at 101. I think can be fooled again, it doesn't have to break down. Okay, I'll take 99 Move stop forward, 98, move stop forward, out. So 0.03% back from 97 to 01, so 0.01 loss there. So this normally means we should be short a long time, and we don't have to wait. So I don't want to sit here anymore. Okay, so short from 99. Why not 97? So let's take the profit at 101 to pay for an imperfect entry again. So we think we can see price at 99 again, short again from 99. Because, okay, the perfect entry is there. It can be ranging up to 97, 95 again. We jump out at 91, but it can also break down. And we can have a journey down again. We don't know when, so we want to be on the right side for the journey down. And now we paid to give ourselves some room as well. We have some room to take risk. We're plus 21%, 23%. So we're short from 99. We're waiting for this to break and for the price to come down. Maybe we should just call it a night and press another day. Or when you have the chance, get a lot of work done. Never know when opportunity is coming back. So let's assume it won't be nice and let's jump out. Yeah, so let's jump out there at 05. Might seem like it's going down, but we're jumping out there, and then we let it move down. So yeah, maybe call it a day there. So good trade, 0.06 from 99. Where are we at? Are we breaking? Okay, we're short from 06. I want to go to sleep. Good morning, Asia. I've been trading the US session and it's 3 a.m. There we're getting paid. Okay, so let's take some profit maybe soon. Or should we be patient? So 97 was a good short, right? So it's Japan, can move up enormously. I don't want to leave too much out of this trade though. If it comes down a little bit more at least to this line here again. So we're short from 06, waiting for that line at least before we get out. It's a risk we can take. Or if we get a spike that's very close to that line, then we move the stop forward as well. Could of course come all the way down, but you never know, so It's good to always be careful as well. Let's be a bit afraid here and see how we can move the stop forward. It's not reaching our line. Where could it come down? Some would call that the break of market structure, and that we're actually going up. If that's the case, yeah, let's get out. We're breaking that trend line. It's a break of structure. Let's go long at 04. Yeah, and there we have the profit. So let's move the stop forward to 1 then. Take 98 for sure. So we take 98, 97, 95 was up here. So from 04 to 98, that's the 0.6%. We saw a break of structure here. And this would be a little bit of Fibonacci rule almost. Yeah. So we took it. So even you can see technical analysis even works at 10-second candles, and 10-second candles can be very useful as well. So we didn't make any money in the 106 trade. We were long from 104 to 98. I lost count. 0.06 would mean another percent, so we're probably around 24%, 25% now. So let's take one more trade and call it 25% and call it a day. Hong Kong opening resistance level, yeah, we need to be in, and we're at 24%. Cheers. Yeah, what's happening? Is this price gonna go up? Let's try a long from 97. See if it pushes. We don't have to. Especially not in Japan. Otherwise, it could have been a good call. Yeah. So that was, yeah, get out. 0.03% away. Let's try a short from 98. We are out at 95. Then we hope for a push, but then we can be short again. Yeah, so we're long. The push came, right? So we're long. So the initial analysis was right that we could see a push, but this was Japan. So we're long from 93. This could be definitely a false breakout, as we know. We take the money here at 88. Yeah, taking it. We saw 88 before, as you remember. Previous level. Oh, what's happening here? Are we gonna see 87? Should we jump back in? No. So we, what did we do? We made from 93 to 88 to 0.05. We lost, was it from 1 to 97? Yeah, we lost 0.03% as well. Are we at 24 still, or are we maybe at 24.3%, I think, right? We have one more on the way to 25, then we have losses at least. I think so. And this was bigger. So we are somewhere around. Okay, so let's call B long. From 91 was the idea to be long. call it 90 then, or 89. Wait, 90. One more push up. Have some patience, give it some room. So normally we just stick with this one. It's Japan, so let's get out. Yeah. So I was a bit slow in saying that maybe, but I would say out 85, entry 89, then or 90. So give me 0.03% at least, right? 88, 85, 89, 0.04%. I intended to be long from 91. Yeah, I want to be long from 85 here. If it doesn't break fast down, so long from 86. I still think we have one more push up. Invest a little bit in that. So I'll give it room. I think we're going to push to 80. Why do I think that? Because price had been going up a lot, and we have seen some change, right? In the structure, that we're not been going down now. Okay, so we're entering resistance here. Then of course you could view things differently and say we're entering when we break into the resistance. If you want to manage risk well, we have a little bit of room, and Japan normally is quite strong and decisive, but also volatile. But I think we're gonna push into the resistance area this time. What's the time? 3 minutes to midnight, 3 minutes to the Chinese Open. Then we don't want to expose ourselves. We're pushing into the resistance, 82, 81. Yeah. Give it a minute more. So long from 86. We have a good 1% more. So give it to the top of that resistance. I want to see 79. So I don't see clearly here where we are at. So we pushed into this resistance area. We're coming all the way back down, which is not something that, of course, could not happen. Would that be the peak of the day and that we were not going to go higher? Oh, I have to be careful here now. 1 minute. So we don't want to have a direction. It's still a red day. Now it changed here. So we don't want to have a direction of being down when it changes to 3:30 here, as we see on the time. So I'll take. Okay, there we got the push. So give me 79 then. I'll have to take 80 here. Then I put my stop at 82 then. Can I have 79 before 30? I will move my stop to 79. So still a little bit of time. So give me 79 from 86. Yeah, I'm out. Okay, so China opens now. So I'm long if it pushes up. Will it affect you? Will it drag you down? Long, yeah. 78. Using a tight stop. I can take 75 and call it a day plus 25%. Yeah. So you saw that. So we reached the top of that range at least, right? I could enter maybe after 75 to do a little bit more then. Are we going higher? Okay, it's not like I have to sleep then. Okay, so I'm long 74, 73, 74. I'm long from 74. Moving the stop. There I get my 71. Taking that. Yeah, I'm taking 71. 0.03% more. Yeah, so this one can push to this line here. Back to 55. Take it. We're at the end of the line. I'm long. This can continue. So I'll give it a little bit of room then, because of the shape of this curve up now towards the line. So I'll wait for a push here. Not a drop, a push up. I get the opposite so far, but it's Japan, so let's have some patience. So low 60s from 70. I'll be waiting 10 more minutes. So we've seen a push here now. Do we want to see now? So maybe I should trade it and not just stick with it. Wait, I'll stick with it. So I'm 1-to-1 risk here if it goes to 80, and I'm looking for 60 from 70. The thing is that we don't want to give away today's case. Okay, so let's so we're giving it some breathing room. I don't like to give it breathing room, but it seems like it's the right thing to do today. But you never know, especially not with Japan. I don't like this pattern when you're targeting a line and there is so much resistance here that we met before. It's that curve. So I put a line here showing I'm scared of everything. So what did we say? 10 minutes. So we waited 3 minutes. We're at 66, 65. And we got it here, right? That's at the peak here soon. So yeah, I don't need it to touch. I had a great day. Yeah, let's take 64 then, and we don't need it to touch. So if it moves back to down, yeah, so we're out. Line can always be a bit wrong, put the wrong line in the wrong way. Okay, one can say I took too much risk for that game from some reason, but it can definitely go up to here. 60, it was, this one could definitely push up to here, so I don't think the risk taking was bad. So I could enter long again if I get a good entry. This doesn't look that powerful anymore. I don't like the previous pattern. We're in a down day. So yeah, let's wait. This one can fall back to 80, 90. So yeah, I could actually have shorted this one based on this pattern here at 72. So Hong Kong, where are we on the day? So what have we been seeing here from 3:30? Oh, so it's Hong Kong we should be trading. Always hard to change when you learn how something moves. Let's be short Hong Kong from 7 to 8, tight stop. Yeah, and that's another 10. Let's move it forward. 88. We're taking 90 any day of the week. 92. I'm taking 92 any day of the week. Taking 92. Yeah, so great trade. Let's get in it. I know nothing about Hong Kong. So this could be a false breakout from that bottom. Let's get knowledgeable. Let's get in it at 91. Short 91. Give it to 88. I'll give back 2 more. Yeah. It's breaking. So I would take 90, I think it's 97 definitely. This can go down more. Yeah, I'll take 97. I have no idea what's in front of it. Yeah, I'm out at 97. So from 91, that saves another 6. Yeah, great end today's session then. So Australia, Japan, Hong Kong. Okay, so I'm long Hong Kong from 85. Give it to 88. So I'm looking for a little bit more. Oh, yeah, out. So I'm still long then from 89. I will try a long again. Get a little bit of room. Looks like it was pushing up. Okay, out 94. So I give him back 5. Oh, that's not good. Short from 92. Let's wait and see if it pushes down here below 1% then. Continues down. Short from 92. And that was all of the profit. Okay, let's take the profit at 97. We almost lost all of the gains there. Yeah, and if it moves down short from 99, take 102. We'll take 101 as well. So there we see that this can jump back up again. It's jumping in range, but it's range traded. So we'll take 102 there, 101. Now we can get back in one when it moves below this, pushes down last. Okay, so short from 101. I think we have one more push here to the closer to the bottom of this range. So we're short. We'll let time do the work here. So I think we have one more push down. So we're giving it some room. Looking at the time. There we have 4, so let's push to the line at least. Yeah. There we have 05, and did we touch the line? Because we're out if we touch the line. Yeah. We would call that to be out and wait for a better opportunity. So it touched our target, right? Almost. If we have an automated position in, maybe I shouldn't say like that. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't say. So let's give that room for doubt then. So I would be out at 101.3 then, when it reversed back up. Not taking any loss in that one after it sort of touched the line. It's a big 1 hour line that we saw there. Yeah. I don't know. I lost count where we're at. Are we close? We're about 25%, right? So we had a few journeys of 0.7%. Those are 1% increase. Yes, I think I don't know if we're at 26, 27, if we should aim for 4. So we had a good morning. Let's try a long from 94. Yeah, take it at 88. Take the profit at 88. So we moved even higher than the previous one. I'm taking that profit. So that's another 0.6. That's another 1%. Now it must be at 27, 28, right? At least minimum. then I want to take it to 32, not to say that I'm not at 30. So we had some big journeys down. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's be short from 96. We're looking at 99. This one. Yeah, I had no idea where to exit. To be honest, I didn't think that long. This time, so I'm a bit tired, as you can tell. I'll take 94. Cover my ass, 0.02 loss there from short from 96. Even if it's moving down. I'll be long from 94 again. Yeah, 88. Take it. Long, 86. Take profit, 81. I'm out. So 94, 93 to 88 is 5. 86 to 81 is also 5, so another 0.10, so another 2%. So now we must be close to 30 or above 30. So we should be at 30 now if you're at 28. You must have more profit and losses during this Hong Kong trading session, right? Okay, so I'm long if we push above. I have no opinion if we don't. So we use the same classical tricks to see what's going on. We'll do it in a different way to get an answer that fits us. Was that me being super smart or not? Push, so I can see. So let's take it from 80, even though it's a bad entry. Let's remove that one so I can see. Okay, so that's the resistance line. Okay, so yeah, what's happening? So I thought it would be a Fibonacci at least, yeah, at least until. So let's take it 76. I'm out. So that's why we use the Fibonacci. So that's a Fibonacci level. It can of course go higher. Let's be ready to take it. So now it's broken past, I would say, the Fibonacci, right? So I try to be safe and put the Fibonacci in at the let it suit our narrative. So how does it look if we I'm long here from 80. I think we'll have another push up. I think we're gonna break into that range, but let's say another push up at least, right? 76. Here we go. 77 is definitely something to consider as well if we're aiming for 76 in a volatile market where we peaked out. But I think this one will push up. It's hard to say what to do, but I think we'll stick in with it because I think this is pushing into the range. I don't know the change here if it's worth it or not. So let's let's exit at 76 or 77 then. 76 there, out. It looks like it's gonna move up here, but I don't know the change in numbers from here to here. So that's why I would wait then for it to push, even though it seems like a wrong thing to do. Because we don't want to have this, because this is what would probably happen if it's a Fibonacci. It's coming back to here, and then we're gonna go down. Yeah. So we're above 30%, right? Must be above 30%. Okay, so we saw Fibonacci. So let's try short from 90. Yeah. I'm done at 95. Now we must be above 30%. Call it 94. At least we're above 30%. And I can say plus 30% on LinkedIn. Let's take a, yeah, that's another Fibonacci, by the way, if it retraces now. Yeah. Okay, so let's end this stream. We're done for today. Thank you. Updated it on LinkedIn. 3 hours, 17 minutes, and we're up 30% in this session and on the day, and the call was 3%.